Hi friends! Today we're going to draw flowers in a vase. It's springtime and flowers are in bloom, so let's get started. We're going to work with a couple of shapes today, so it's going to be very good to have a pencil and an eraser handy, and we're going to start with a triangle or an ice cream cone shape. And we'll get that going right about here. You'll just want to make sure you have some space at the bottom of your page and a lot at the top for your flowers. And so we'll draw this upside down triangle like so. And do your best to draw lightly when you're drawing with a pencil, to use those lines as guidelines, because some lines will need to be erased, and in the lighter that you draw, you won't have to erase so much, and then you won't have an indentation or marks on your paper when you're ready to color your flowers in your vase. So next, I'm adding a circle for the body of the vase, a pretty large, long circle, or oval, I guess you could say. And remember, vases come in all sizes. It can be tall and rectangular. It could be wide and rectangular. It could be square. It could be any shape you like. It can not even be a regular shape. It can take the life of whatever you'd like it to be. This is art, and it's whatever you want it to be. There are no mistakes. And so here I'm drawing a C on the side that will connect my triangle and my circle. And I'm going to draw this C on both sides, where I'm coming from the top where the rim of the vase starts all the way to the body of the vase. So I'm putting a C on both sides to connect the top and the bottom of my vase, like so. And you're more than welcome to draw it in this shape or any shape you like. Have fun. So now what I'm going to do is erase these lines in the middle. And since I used a pencil, I can go ahead and erase those. And any other lines that I don't want in my final picture. So you'll start erasing any lines that you don't want or aren't the shape of your vase. And a lot of times when you're drawing with the pencil, it helps because you can go back and erase just like this. So you'll just keep erasing any lines that you don't like and don't want in your final drawing. And sometimes, like I just did, I erased a little bit too much. But because I can see where I previously had the shape of the vase, all I have to do is just draw right back over it. And so you may be able to see those lines too if you erase anything that you mistakenly erased. And so now I'm just going to go ahead and complete and draw the bottom of my vase like so. And so most vases have a base. So I'm going to try to get it even as possible on the bottom. And the base of the vase holds. It's like it keeps the vase steady. Some have them, some don't. So if you don't want to add a base to your vase, you don't have to. I'm just going to add one to mine. So here I'll make a slight angled line here and directly across on the other side at the bottom. And then I'll just draw a straight line to connect them. And that creates the base of my vase. Like so. And then I just wanted to add some highlights onto my vase, which you can do, but again, you don't have to. But I'm just going to add some highlights on the side or inside of my vase. Just going to go back over those lines, and then I'm going to add, just like when we add the highlights in the eye, you can add your highlights there as well. And then I'm just going to add another, and it's pretty much like I want the light shining from that direction, so then it creates this highlight on that side of the vase. And you can draw your highlights in any shape that you like. I did a long triangle and a little curved square. Now we're going to start with our flowers. So here we're going to add the stems first, and you'll draw them going down into your vase, and then a circle at the top of your stem, like so. And you can put them anywhere you like. You don't have to follow my example exactly. You can make them short, you can make them long, you can make them in between. They can be any size that you make them. This is your drawing. Be sure to have fun, enjoy it, and just show your imagination. Be creative. What do your flowers look like? And all of these flowers will be daisies. So that's why I'm starting with that center of the flower and the stem. And the flower will the daisy I'll show you how to draw that right here. There's different ways you can draw a daisy. You can draw it like this, just like a cloud going around the center. You can draw it petal by petal. As long as you have that center, that circle center, and then your petals around it, that's a daisy. So any way you'd want to add your petals on there of your flower, that's perfectly fine. And sometimes your petals may go over the stem when you're drawing, but because you're drawing with a pencil and you have an eraser, anything that you would like in the front or the back, you can just erase it. So here's an example of drawing one daisy. You can do the top and the bottom petals first, then go across and draw those petals, and then you can fill in the extra spaces with more petals. That's a little easier because then you can get them almost close to being the same size. But remember, most petals on flowers, they're not perfect and they're not identical, so they don't all look the same. So you can just have fun, and however your flowers or your petals come out, they're perfectly fine. And once you add the color, they're going to be beautiful. So there are all my daisies. And I'm just gonna add one extra flower here just to fill it in a little bit. You could add as many as you like. You can add just a few. So I'll put another, and that's another way to draw one. You just don't pick up your pencil. You just keep going and draw those petals over and over and over. And I think, should I add one? Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and add the leaves. So you can add extra detail if you like to your flowers in your vase. These are leaves, and you can just add them by just creating curved lines and then connecting them at the end, and then drawing another line to go back behind the flowers, just like I did there. And you can bring down this line here to make a leaf. And again, remember, that's why we have an eraser, because we can always go back and erase. So there's a leaf there. We'll just erase some of that out the way and draw a leaf here. And that's why it's great to draw with a pencil and have a marker handy, because you can always add things and you can take away things. As you draw, you may see something that you want to add in your imagination, and you just want to add that. So like for me, I'm adding these leaves in the background just to give it a little bit extra. And then to finish off your stems, you just add an extra line, just like so. And you just add those extra lines just to make your stems thicker, because it'll be actually easier to color when you have those thicker lines. So we'll do that, and I'll just add some extra, just one little extra flower right there. That's perfect. And I think I'm done, you guys. How do you like the vase and flowers? So here are the colors that I selected for my daisies and my vase. I'm looking forward to seeing what colors you selected for yours. Let me know down in the comments. Can't wait to see them. Until next time, friends.